Alright guys, this week's video is going to be half price books slash a shop I usually don't go to slash something I found in my collection as I was organizing, and I don't think I had shown it on YouTube haul. Well, to shorten that up for the title, but yeah, I was like digging through it. I was like, I don't remember showing this because I don't remember reading it, and it's like one of the things I bought, then I must have got buried under the multiple books that I own. So I guess it's new to me again, yeah. But before we get all to that, of course, we're gonna get to our two from the tomb. This week, as I was going through my collection, picking out stuff I don't want anymore, trying to thin the herd a little bit, uh, just to buy some more books. Hopefully my wife's not listening. But first up, for the two from the tomb, a Moon Knight book from the 1990s. I believe it's from actually 1990. This is issue number 19. Mark Specter, Moon Knight. I'm not sure, is that volume 1 or is it considered a volume 3? It says volume 1. Of course, you see it's a Rob Liefeld cover. Guest starring the Punisher and Spider-Man. This was the first Moon Knight book I ever bought or read. I bought it, of course, for the Punisher appearance. And back in the 90s, I've talked about this before, if there was any Marvel title out, it had one of the three people in it. It had the Punisher, Ghost Rider, or Wolverine. As you can see, it even makes a joke here, like it says, Wolverine does not appear in this comic. I mean, there was actually an issue. I remember, if anybody remembers what issue it is, please put it down below so I can find that issue. I know I have it here somewhere, but it's a Ghost Rider makes an appearance. He literally just drives right through a panel, and that's it, you know. So if anybody remembers that one, or am I just making it up? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it happened. But again, this was the first Moon Knight book I picked up, and you know, jumping in on issue 19, probably not the most ideal thing to do, but I remember just reading it, and I was like, because I bought it for the Punisher appearance, and I was like, I remember that game, the Black Manta, Wrath of. I'm reading along with it. I know who Moon Knight is and stuff like that, and it's like, okay, finally we get the Punisher. Now here we're gonna go pick up. So we get that 4-page spread there. Then that's basically till a little bit later in the book. That's all we get of the Punisher. So taught me how to start reading the books before you buy them. Ignore those no reading signs. But then I remember I'm just reading this, and I'm like, man, this freaking Moon Knight, man, he's a real freaking chump in his own book. I mean, he's like Spider-Man, you know, stuttering like a real punk, you know. And of course, it turns out to be something different towards the end of the book. It's I won't give it any of it away, but something happens. And but yeah, we go through all this, and I'm probably gonna reveal it. Sorry, spoiler alert if you don't want to hold off and read this issue. But then you get all the way to the end, and this is the the only appearance of the Punisher, man. Yeah. So you get those 4 panels and that panel. Yeah. Like, I almost wanted to return it. I don't think I ever bought the second issue. I can't remember, or issue 20 of this, because it's next. Because I remember probably thinking back in the day, like, you know, it's next issue is Moon Knight, Punisher. Yeah, Moon Knight, Spider-Man, and the Punisher take on the Secret Empire. And I don't think I ever bought issue 20. Maybe I should look it up. Just finally, like, after, what is this? 1990, so 31 years later, I get the second half of the story. And this guy's been making a little bit of appearance on my channel a lot, so, but I decided to reread Lobo's Back. Of course, with Keith Giffen, Alan Grant, and the great Simon Bisley on art. You can tell it's a cover by him. But I thought it was cool. I totally forgot about this before I opened it. They actually had 3 covers on this. That's awesome. Now, I wouldn't mind. This might be an idea for modern comics. You know, I can't stand buying multiple issues anymore. I just can't. I usually just, like, I'll talk about that a little bit later. But, why not just do something like this? Like, I pay the extra $1 just to get all the covers like this. So you get the real first cover, you get the cover A, cover B, and call it a day. But I forgot about this one. You can see down here, some graffiti, and there's Danzig on the wall. Of course, Simon Bisley would go on to work with Verada Comics, Slayer, stuff like that. Man, it's pretty badass. Let me get that a little bit closer, just in case you can't see it. There you go. But I just remember, thought this was so cool, and this freaking connect the dots. But I just remember just how cool this was, and I totally forgot about this last part. I'm just gonna skip all this. You can just tell, like, Simon Bisley's, man, he is the Lobo artist. I mean, nobody even comes close to it. To what he did with this book. You can tell his Keith Giffen influenced a little bit there too, But the final fight here, this guy looks like straight out of some erotic comic. Look at this gun and stuff, like the muscle and stuff like that. But yeah, as soon as my fingers start working here, let's see. There's nothing more 90s than this right here. This, just shooting the shit out of each other. Piles of bullet cases everywhere. And finally, oh hell, that doesn't work. So let's this is gonna be a spoiler alert. So sorry about this 30-year-old book if it's being spoiled for you. But yeah, just look at all the bullet holes and stuff like that, and then he says, "Take him out, brother. Peace." Brother feces. And the guy's like, what the? Lobo's like, what the fuck? And the dude has like this freaking thing growing out of him or something, man. It's just funny as hell. Or he's in a pouch. And he's like, he's shot. Lobo's like literally cut in half. So if you get familiar with the second issue, there's it's a Lobo's back, but he's a different bottom. This is the Two from the Tomb. I think it was pretty good. Let's see here. So let's start with these are some $1 issues. I'm Lord of the Low Grade, leader of the Fantastic 4.0. So anytime I can get some Bronze Age or Silver Age books, not the greatest grade, but I'll take them. I've been on a Howard the Duck kick lately with some Gene Coolin art. I'm just gonna stack these like this here. So I picked up issue 18. I think I'm pretty good. I got 12 issues of this now, and every time I just read it, I showed a Howard the Duck book a couple weeks ago, and it just got me on that kick again. Like, I just remembered how good it was, how much I enjoyed it. It was like I think I showed the first cameo of Kiss or something like that. I believe it was issue 12, and as I reread it, I read issue 13. So I was like, yeah, if I find any more, then going through these cheap bins, I found more issues. So I found issue 25. I'm not sure much of a fan base this guy got, but obviously if you're showing up in dollar bins, I'm not sure how popular. Got issue 26 and issue 27. So Gene Coolin did all the art, and Claus Janson did the ink. So let's take a look real quick. We'll open one of these bad boys up. So you can see right there. I just think this is, I think it's pretty funny. It's just different from the stuff I normally collect. And I like some of the out there stuff too. Like if it's weird, I like buying it. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. But yeah, just the art in this book, man, and Jansen's inks are just something else. I mean, I'm not negative. I'm angry. That's my Howard the Duck. Part of my collection that's ever growing. That's one of the series I'm not going out looking for issues. Just if they pop up, I'm like, oh, under $5, I'll give them a try. I don't think there's a huge demand for them, so that's what I like. I don't have to spend too much money. Plus, I can get some great books. I'll take it. Let's see here. So these are the books that I found buried within my collection. They were like buried under the tomb. These are two. There's actually two books. So these are two from under the tomb, I guess you would call it. I can't remember if I showed it. And I bought these pre-pandemic, so I'm thinking middle of 19, maybe even 18. I'm not 100% sure. But I picked up God knows whenever. Paid cover price for this, $2.50. I figured just gonna take a quick look at it. Cause I think I brought this up a couple weeks ago too, and I was like, but it's Rat Fink, the official Ed Big Daddy Ross. Rat Fink. I don't think he does. I don't remember. He doesn't do any of the art in here. It's let's see if I can find. But yeah, I've had a few new subscribers to the channel, so I'm sure I didn't get to see this if I did show it before, but I don't remember showing it. I even looked back around that time, so. Rick Salon, yeah, that's who did the artwork in here. Yeah, find it for cover price. I mean, I'm a huge fan of those Ed Ross, that crazy Rat Fink looking thing. He did a lot of those monster, like driving in those like cars and stuff like that. So if you're familiar with that. Another thing I found, actually, I found this one in the back issue of there's a shop where I live around here that has like independent titles that from all different eras and stuff like that, and they usually just sell everything for cover price there, so no matter what it is. But I ended up finding from Jim Rugg his Rambo 3.5 mini comic fanzine, whatever you want to call it. I ended up paying $2 for this, but I was lucky enough to find it. Basically, if you're not into politics or anything like that, which I'm pretty much not, but it's around from the George Bush era, Jr. And it's how Rambo meets him and him and stuff like that, and it's just him going off and stuff. Rambo basically punking him, he's like, yeah, and sliced alone. So, but I've been looking for that for a while now, and I actually found it. I talked to Jim Rugg a few times about it, and I was like, always asked him if he had an extra copy, because the first time I ever met him, he had this, and I was like, I'll just pick it up. I ended up buying like a Street Angel hardcover off him, And I was like, yeah, I'll pick up next time. And well, the next like 3 or 4 times I met him, um, he no longer had them, and so I guess somebody sold it to the shop or whatever, and I just picked it up. I think from the last time I talked to him till now, I think he's reprinted them and stuff. So, but just nice find. Uh, us collectors know, um, the best part of collecting is finally completing something. So I completed my Frank Miller Sin City trade paperback run. It's 7 issues, and I'm finally got it finished. This is, of course, volume 6. Booze, Broads, and Bullets. I ended up, was that begrudgingly? Is that the word? Slapping on $10 because I just wanted it finished, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I've been waiting for almost a year and a half, and I like to read the whole story through. So now I finally got. Let me put that in order. There we go. The whole reason I wanted this too, the reason I went with this set was because, for the bookshelf, just looks nice here. Oh, of course, it's better when you put it in order. There you go. Like, what the hell? Like, something's wrong. There you go. So now, I do have quite a few of the single issues. Debating whether to start putting that together or not. I'm a huge Frank Miller fan, so I obviously should be. I should have had this done years ago, but but you can see it just looks really nice. And I figured that's gonna look nice on the bookshelf too. Which reminds me, I should have another video coming up updating my trade paperback graphic novel shelf. I've been going through that, and I got a ton of stuff I am trying to get rid of now. So I picked that up at Half Price Books, and I also picked this up. I may have paid a little bit too much for this. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, it's a rough copy, Lord of the Low Grade, man. It might have been. Ended up paying up $15 for this. When I say pay, I mean I had a gift card since like last Christmas or something like that. So I figured I wanted to read this for so long, and I figured it's not really costing me anything. So I think if I was paying out of my own pocket or something, I'd probably would have passed on this. But it's a 6th printing, so I gotta find something with you can see the 6th printing down there. But it's just one of them stories I've always wanted to read. Heard nothing but good things about it. If you read anything about this, let me know what you thought about it down below. Hopefully by the time this goes up, I've actually read through it. I was reading it in the car a little bit. Where'd I stop? Yeah, I was right around here, around this page here. So, but yeah, definitely. You can tell it is what it is. The death of Captain America or Captain Marvel. How many deaths have there been? Actually, this is it should be, since I'm a DC fan, it should be like we all know who the real Captain Marvel is. Alright, and for last week's comics this week, I only have one issue, and I think this might be from 2 weeks ago. Next Monday's episode will have more modern books at the end. I just didn't get a chance to go to my shop. I was supposed to go there on Saturday, and then I just ended up getting wrapped up in something else that by the time I was ready to go to the shop, it was way too late. So, but I ended up picking this up when I picked up the Howard the Duck books, and I was looking for, this is Vampirella, issue number 25. The final issue of this series, I guess. This is Vampirella series 6, I believe. It's 5 or 6, I can't remember. It's the Christopher Priest run, which has been really good. I'm still missing like about 6 or 7 issues. I was skipping around a little bit. I think I missed the last like 3 issues of this. Um, Normally it would have been on my pull list, but I think I looked on CLZ, and there was close to, I'm not even exaggerating, for 25 series, 25 books in one series, so 25 issues. There was like over 700 different covers for this. Don't quote me on that, but it was really high. I mean, all the retail incentives, all the anybody who wants to do an Indiegogo campaign or something like that. I mean, they're letting everybody and their mother make covers for this book, these books. So, like I said, normally I would put it on my pull list, but I'm trying to pick the covers I really enjoy, really like. I love this cosplay. I usually don't go with the cosplay ones. I went with another cosplay a couple months ago. I thought that was a really good. I mean, so it has to be really, really good. So I thought this was really nice looking. I shouldn't net this. I'm not referring to that person or anything like that, but the setup of this, I thought it was really nice looking. Plus, not too hard on the eyes either, So, I believe the cosplayer's the cosplayer's name is Lorraine. I believe she's like those cosplayers, social media people or something like that from, I believe from Mexico. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed this series, especially the issues I read. Like I said, I got 1 through 10, and I'm missing like 6 or 7 issues. I know I'm missing like the last 3. I got 20 and stuff. So I have to go back and hit up my shop, mycomicshop.com, and just find the covers I actually want. But yeah, that was insane when I looked at CLZ, because I went to put this in to log it, and I looked at it, like, holy hell. I was like, yeah, I'll put down below the official number on CLZ. I'll pin the post for this part of the video. But that's my haul for the week. I mean, my this week's comics, or last week's comics this week, and I believe this was maybe 2 weeks ago, but I've been trying to cut down on my pull list a lot, but there's so many titles that I could think of. What was it, Gun Honey? I might be giving that a try. Next time I get a shop, I gotta see if they get a first print, or not a first print, first issue. I don't care what the printing is, but people are talking that book up, so I mean, I might have to check that out. I know there's probably a bazillion covers for that too, but yeah, the Christopher Priest run, I recommend this Vampirella series. It's either 5 or 6. If you look for Priest and Vampirella, you'll find it. I used to buy Vampirella, except for the old Warren ones. I read those a lot, but between 1990 and 2016, I'd pick up a Vampirella book. It was basically for covers, like if there's a Frazetta reprint cover or something like that. But this has been a really decent story, so check it out if you can. I'm sure there'll be trades and all that, but they'll be flooding the dollar bins pretty soon because there's just so many of them. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Also check out the channels down below if you get a chance. Check out my Instagram. Gonna try to put some more stuff on there. Last couple weeks I've been just being being a little bit lazy on it, I guess. But we'll turn that around. Might post that Lobo's back with the Danzig graffiti. I'm sure some Danzig fans don't know about that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. How long did this go? Like 25 minutes? Alright, I'm out.